So hello and welcome back to the Minecraft Survival Let's Play, and I'm in my basement which I have dug out and started planning roughly what I want this place to look like, and this is the overall design I've come with. So this is a mixture of polished granite and regular granite, and then the stone bricks and birch, and I think this is going to end up looking really cool. Now, I am going to be leaving the ceiling bare for now. I want to find a spruce biome to use spruce trapdoors and slabs, because I've used that a few times in other worlds and I really like the way it looks. So as far as lighting goes for this room, what I'm going to be doing is hiding some redstone lamps in there, and then also some redstone lamps in the wall here, and this is going to be a little bit of a feature piece because these two walls will not be identical, because this is where I want all of my storage to go. Now, as far as this goes, I'm not going to be actually adding the storage for a little bit. I've been collecting some honeycomb, but I really do not have much. So I'm going to be using honeycomb blocks as a really, really funky looking backdrop to these chests. You won't really see them, but I still think they're going to look good, and I'm going to mix them in with some glowstone in these four positions just to give another light source to this room. But I'm just going to get a bit further through this room, and I'm going to meet you guys back once I've got a bit further through. So yeah. So I've come up with this design. I had to edit it a little bit because I didn't like how it looked. I think it sloped too harshly, so you ended up getting a lot of full blocks like this. And I don't really mind them here because it sort of brings more attention to these. And for now, what I've done is I've just put this door here. So what I'm actually going to be doing is just digging out those two blocks, and I might have to replace these two glowstone later just so that I can go all the way around, or I might actually just dig around them so that I don't have to, because I don't have a silk touch pick yet, which is a little bit annoying because they are just so useful. But I'm actually quite close to getting a full level 30 bookshop. I've been doing some cow breeding behind the scenes in between episodes, and it's going well. But for now, what we're going to do is just chuck a bunch of those down, and yeah, we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna try and remember how you do it, because I think if you shift on the side, then it actually works a lot better, and we're gonna need a lot more chests than this. But that was the wrong one to switch it with. But we should be able to now. That's exactly what you didn't want to do, and I don't have an axe. I'll just so for now we should be able to at least put the chests in and get a bit of a storage system going, and this is going to help us a lot, just with the amount of stuff that we have in our chests back at the old base. Yeah, we've needed a storage system on this world for quite a while now, so I think it's going to help quite a lot just to have this set up. So I'm going to chuck all these chests in. If I have all the wood, I should have enough. I have some upstairs as well, but yeah. I'll chuck all these chests in, and then I'll see you in a sec. So, we have this storage system nearly done now. We just got to get behind here with the honeycomb. But other than that, it looks pretty good to me. Now, my one question is if we remove all of the torches, because I don't want any torches in here. I don't really like the way they look. Yeah, you notice it gets a little bit too dark in the corners. So I think we're going to be solving that with lanterns, and for now I think I'm just going to literally stick it down on the floor in the corner. And then I've also got these lights in here rather than like sort of peeking through, because I think it just looked better. And I hear a skeleton outside. I think he's under my roof. Yep. But yeah, as you can see, I have quite a lot of steak now, and we haven't actually got that much leather so far. We got 21. We're going to need 45, I believe, or 43 to actually get it all done. But these crops have been growing, and I've got a little bit of saved up stuff. Not quite enough wheat, but this should be ready to harvest soon. I'm just waiting on like 1 or 2 crops to grow. I like to just do full harvests. In that one, at least with the carrots, I tend to just grab them while I pass by. But yeah, let's see if we can... I mean, this is basically all you do to farm the cows here. You just hold right click and sort of move your cursor around and sort of shift around it to try and with the different cows. And yeah, because of entity cramming, there can only be 24 in there, and it will kill the adults, not the babies. So yeah, even more beef and some leather. Now, it would technically be more efficient to have a regular cow farm like I got a pig farm if I had a looting 3 sword, because then I could be attacking them with the sword, with looting, and then getting more of the drops. But for now, for a starter farm, this is very easy, very good. And the sugarcane's also been growing a decent bit, and I've been slowly harvesting. I don't know where I put my shears. They're somewhere else. But yeah, I've been slowly harvesting the honeycomb out of these. If you press F3, you can actually see the honey level on the right, just up here. So you have targeted block, what it is, the way it's facing, and then the honey level. And the honey level should be 5, and it's ready to harvest. So these are all actually harvestable now, so I'm going to go find my shears. And there we go, that's 2 more honey blocks for the storage system. These eggs have been slowly gathering, and every time I walk past I just chuck them in. It's been working like a charm. There we go, 3 more babies. Easy, and I don't even have to flick any levers. I literally just enter here and chuck them in. And I've made a little bit more space down here, and obviously these can grow in annoying places. But the minecart has been going, and you can see we've actually got 8 more pumpkins. Plus these 3 which will never be harvested, which is actually hurting efficiency. But again, I don't have my axe, so I'll sort that out at a later time. And yeah, we're ready to start on our next build. As I said, we're going to be doing more building today. And today, I believe we're going to be building a little bit of a lighthouse. Now, this is only going to be the start. It's more going to be planning. I like to break up my builds quite a lot. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it on that little outskirt. And I still haven't sorted out the kelp farm. I should probably do that. But yeah, on this little outskirt here, right by the nether portal, I think I'm just going to build it right here on the sand. So something I like to do when building is actually taking a step back and looking at it from a distance, and especially from where you spend most of your time, because that actually made me realize that this base isn't actually quite high enough. I want this to go 1 higher, and I was actually going to start building the rest of it, so I'm glad I took a step back. It saves you a lot of time. There's the old saying, like, measure twice, cut once, and I think that's most true in Minecraft. Or, well, maybe not most true, but it's definitely true. Because otherwise you end up just tearing down a build. Which actually happened when I was building the house. I recorded for a good few hours, and then took a step back, looked at it, and I didn't like it. So yeah, it will save you a lot of time if you just actually take a look at what you're doing. But yeah, so this is going to be in a similar build style. I want to keep it pretty consistent in the world. So I'm thinking about going maybe this high on each of the corners with the wooden logs. Again, so we're going to be keeping the birch and oak logs. I think I'm going to do a different roofing style though, because this is going to be a lighthouse, so it will obviously be a little bit different. But yeah. Again, taking a step back, it's quite clear that that's not going to be tall enough, but I think I'm going to leave that amount there for now, and I'm going to do another layer on top that's going to be ever so slightly different, just to give it a little bit more depth and layering, and we're just going to be spamming trees down, because I need some more oak logs, and I cannot see any forests around me. I think I'm going to have to go that side, so yeah, I'll see you when I've done a little bit more of the build. This is every level except for the roof I'm going to put on, and the roof isn't really going to be much of a roof because it's going to be sort of a medieval-esque fantasy style lighthouse with sort of like almost like Sauron's Tower, if any of you watch or know Lord of the Rings, where it sort of has the spikes going up and then it's going to have this big fiery behemoth in the middle, and you're going to be able to see it from miles out in the sea, just this massive radiation of light, and I think it's going to look sick. I do like how I've got it so far. It does seem a little bit short, but I'm hoping with the extra layer put on top, it should be a lot nicer. And what I might end up doing is actually after you go out a little bit, I might put a conical roof on that, but I'm really not sure on that, because I think I would actually quite like the open top. Even if it does sort of defy logic with obviously like rain coming down, and then, you know, rain plus fire doesn't tend to go very well for the fire. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get this build to a bit more of a complete state, and yeah, it's gonna look brilliant. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. So we have almost finished the tower, and this is actually where I'm going to leave it off today. We're going to do all of the interior design next episode, as well as finishing off the basement, because hopefully I should have enough honey by then. But I am actually really fond of the way this looks. I think this looks pretty sick. I'm not sure about if they're going too far out, too tall, but if you guys just let me know in the comments what you think of it. Personally, I think it looks pretty gnarly. But yeah, we'll be doing the interior of this next episode. But for now, I hope you enjoy. This has been another Minecraft survival Let's Play. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Peace.